Keke Palmer has a deep understanding that if she loses black women, she loses everything. And that's why that Johnathan Major podcast is nowhere to be found. And you'll never hear it either. Because she understands. So let this be a lesson that sometimes, actually no, not just sometimes, bullying works. So I need you girlies that are all passive and like, oh my God, they're asking so much of Chapel Roan. Bullying works. Bullying works. Bullying works.
Johnathan Major's career is in shambles, and he's in hot water again. Keke Palmer was supposed to have him on her new podcast. It's just Kiki Baby, which aired in this month in April, right? He's doing his tour for his movie Magazine Dreams that came out on the 21st of March. And she sat down with him and they had an interview. And it was supposed to come out, but she abruptly scrapped it because she was getting pressure from black women all over America. Everybody was calling her a hypocrite. People was outraged because she was online interviewing Johnathan Majors, who got in trouble for putting his hands on Grace Jabari in 2023, March of 2023. He was convicted, I guess, of assault in December of 2023, and then there was some type of audio come out where he was admitting to putting his hands on this woman. Well, a lot of women believe that his career should be over. He should be in prison. He should never be able to bounce back. He should never be forgiven. It should be over for Johnathan Majors, right? And Keke Palmer, she was just saying, people make mistakes. At some point, we got to move on. We know that Keke Palmer and Megan Good are very, very good friends, right? And Megan Good is helping Johnathan Majors revamp his career. They've been dating. He's went on talk shows crying, saying that, he loved this woman so much. He didn't love black women when he was on top of the world. But, when he got in trouble, they always like to come back home when they get in trouble, right? So he come back to the stable. Brothers like me holding 10 toes down with a black woman, these guys get a couple dollars and they run over there, right? But a lot of these women is hypocrites as well. But let's look at what this woman is saying about Johnathan Majors and how they want his career to be over. Check this out.
Owning the past or rewriting the future?
Owning the past.
Why?
We're talking about history in general or mine? Me personally.
I mean, really, any of it. Just your concept around, maybe more so
around time.
Around time.
Time is.
Oh my gosh, I've been so into
everything.
time lately. Oh, yo, gosh, man. Yeah. Literally, this time thing.
Look it.
I love that we literally.
Look it. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Kiki girl, you have an unnatural allegiance to weirdos. You have an unnatural allegiance to abusers. And I want to support you so bad, but I can't. And mind you, I wasn't even going to speak on the situation, but like after I watched this clip, I was like, yeah, no, weird ass shit going on. Weird ass shit. Because I don't think y'all understand. That man is actively acting like he's putting on a persona of a nice man and a good man, a God-fearing man. Like that wasn't Johnathan Majors. That was acting as a good man, Johnathan Majors. Because the question of owning the past or rewriting the future would have been the perfect opportunity for both of them to be complicit in this interview. And I'm going to actually pull up the screenshot because I want to read it again because that was the moment. No easy answers, accountability, and moving forward with Johnathan Majors. That was the moment in which y'all could have actually held that man accountable. But just based off that small clip, I understand that that's not where the interview was going at all. That was just some good PR for him to seem like a wholesome, loving, kind, good black man who just did one wrong thing. Oh, yo. And then the description really takes me out. Accountability. It's a loaded word, right? We're living in a time where we want real accountability, especially for things men have gotten away with for far too long. At the same time, finding forgiveness feels harder than ever, and we are still figuring out what true accountability even looks like. Today, we are sitting down with Johnathan Majors to talk about what life looks like after being convicted of harassment and assault. Like, I just don't get it. Like, that moment right there about owning the past would have been the moment for accountability. And instead of letting him redirect that question to being history overall, you could have zeroed in on that and been like, no, we're actually going to talk about your history, your past, what you have done. That would have been holding him accountable. And this is why I keep saying Kiki has a weird allegiance to users. Like, oh my god, I'm not even gonna say I'm happy they didn't post this, because like now I do want to see what the video was like. I do want to see the full podcast so I can see how she's moving, smiling ear to ear in front of this man. Oh my god, when you were just presented him with the question that could have actually led to some form of accountability or a deeper introspection into him as a person.
So with all that being said, now she's now in the crosshairs of Tasha K. Now Tasha K went in on her before. We know that she was in Keke Palmer had controversy with her baby father when she was on the stage with Usher with that see-through that sheer see-through bodysuit on with her little chicken cutlets hanging out with the little thong, and she rubbing all up against Usher, and her baby father, he was outraged. He was embarrassed. He was livid. He said, "You are a mother now, and that's not the way that a mother should conduct herself, especially when she got a man," right? And Tasha K, a lot of black women were still sticking up for her because, there's a lack of accountability within our community, right? Well, Tasha K was calling her out and holding her accountable. But Tasha K really laid into her now and called her a hypocrite for all the things that she was saying, but wanting to interview Johnathan Majors. Let's check out what Tasha K was saying. We'll come right back.
And then we got Johnathan Majors being chased around the city by a white woman. Yes, on White Wine Wednesday. He has been heard on camera talking about trying to be into being his Coretta Scott King. They say she grabbed her. She ain't bought this big, and he on an all chicken diet. Come on now, like, man, please. All this man do is eat chicken, no carbs. Seriously. And now he back with Megan Good, and she's helping to rebrand him. Now, Kiki and Megan like this. So I know it was some behind the scenes talk. And so when she decided, after she was out here even capping for R. Kelly, they resurfaced that video. Jasmine, do we got that video as a reminder? Just real quick, we got that video because we just got to put the words in her mouth, because I'm just appalled at these celebrities trying to cross over now to be new media. I got issues with that. Jasmine, you got that video?
Hold on, let me grab it.
Grab that receipt real quick. Grab that receipt. Now we need that. We really need that, because she been out here playing too long in y'all face, and I'm just like, I gotta help to protect this space, because you either in it or you're not. You either in this or you're not. Jasmine got it ready.
People like my mom always talks about R. Kelly performing live. The way he connects with the audience. That's something that you can't.
Mom.
R. Kelly.
Terrible example.
Why don't y'all gonna stop coming at my boy Kels?
No,
okay?
R. Kelly gonna stop coming on 13-year-old girls.
You don't
allegedly.
feel like these stories are a little
That's what he gonna
crazy
start doing.
about R. Kelly and make you look at him like...
Well, you know what? The last people that they were talking about, were over the age of 18.
Well, there was one that they said he was grooming since she was 14.
Stop with the grooming.
We saw the tape.
Stop with the
Kiki.
grooming. I don't know this side of Kels.
You don't know this side?
I do not know this side of Kels. The side of Kels I know is the musical genius, okay?
But then
Come
you
on
see
now.
all these women coming out and telling their stories about what one woman said he gave her an STD.
The guys are doing that. Like, a lot of guys do this. It's not just Kels now.
He married Aaliyah was
right.
Proof to that, and we saw the tape.
You know what? I cannot speak on those things that I don't know.
Exactly. Stop the cap. And so she got dragged when she announced that she had interviewed Johnathan Majors. Dragged. I dragged her. Everybody dragged her, because they was like, Kiki, how is it that you're out here advocating for domestic violence and then you're going to support it by allowing him a platform with you? And so she was trying to do the Tasha K thing. But when I heard that old girl put Cash Doll in place of his release, and she never dropped the interviewed that man, had him come out, get dressed, oil up his body. He had some sugar case oil all up his body, okay? To come do an interview, to apologize to the women. All the women he let down, they said that she pulled the episode, said she trashed it. She trashed it. All I heard on Facebook, shout out to Facebook, is Tasha K would never. They said I'm being tagged left and right. Kiki, what an episode. Kiki quietly slid Cash Doll up in there. Like everybody, like she had announced that Johnathan Majors was coming out. This is a major interview. Then when she was being dragged on Twitter, and that clip that I just showed you got over 1 million views. Kiki has been very selective. Okay, she has selective outrage, and baby don't know which side of the team she play for. She don't know if she want to be the man or be the woman. And that's what happens when you fluid like that. You know what I'm saying? One way you want to act like an innocent female, the next day you want to drill. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a side, sis. But for you to come out here in the new media lane, and you saying that you offered a fair space, a fair reporting space, you have made that honor to your viewers, and for you to set your viewers up only to pull it because Tasha K and others like her dragged you for being a hypocrite and a pick-me. Johnathan, baby, listen to me. I forgive you. You ain't hit me, okay? You want an interview? We gonna put it out, okay?
So she scrapped Johnathan Majors and brought on Cash Doll, right? And did her interview with Cash Doll on the podcast. But this is the question I have. A lot of women, a lot of men in our communities like to scream racism, right? But it's funny how y'all don't want to forgive Johnathan Majors, right? For doing what he did to a W woman. But y'all was all angry when Kamala Harris lost the presidential race, but she had a W husband. Y'all just overlooked all of that, right? Like, it's just a lot of weird stuff that go on in our communities, right? So you mean to tell me that this man made a mistake and he can't bounce back? There's no way. He just gets no forgiveness. Huh? None. Like, we have a weird dynamic going on in our community and in the social media era. When I was growing up, the black men and black women relationships was great. We got along. I was friends with homegirls around my way. We kicked it together. I didn't lay down and sleep with every woman I knew in the community, right? But today it seems like y'all don't like each other at all. Black men and black women can't stand each other. Y'all rather be with any other race but each other, like this generation. And y'all so unforgiving towards each other. It's like unbelievable, right? I've seen a lot of you women out there disrespecting Megan Good when he gave her a ring. Like the sisterhood was like, y'all came against Megan because she didn't do what y'all thought that she should do. Like, but when you mess up, you want everybody to forgive you. When you do something wrong, right, you take no accountability. A lot of y'all out there, right? And you want everybody to forgive you. But you want to hold Johnathan Major to a standard that you don't even hold yourself. I'm a man of 2 daughters. I don't think a man should ever put his hands on a woman, right? But when a man does, right, I don't think that it's always a life sentence where his life should be over. Grace Jabari was fine. She wasn't dead. There wasn't a vicious aggravated assault. It was something where we seen him running away from her. They went through whatever they went through, and then it was over. At what point does he get a chance to have a comeback or redemption? Right? We're so vicious towards each other. It's funny how we're so unforgiving towards each other, but not that W man, not that W woman. Right? But when it comes to each other, no, you can't do that. So y'all bully Keke Palmer into doing the things that y'all wanted her to do. So I tell you, Kiki, you won't have a show for long because now you can only have the people on your show that they tell you can. So now you living your life through these people. You're not living life on your own terms anymore, Kiki. And this is the way this thing go, man. But like, our communities are messed up, man. I don't agree with what Johnathan Majors did, but I don't think that was a life sentence. There's a lot of things you women out there do wrong that you would want forgiveness for, right? Our whole communities on so many different levels is messed up. He thought he made it. He thought he arrived. He thought the other side was greener, and he ran over there. I know why a lot of y'all I know why a lot of y'all not forgiving him, because he was over there with that W woman. Had he have been over there with y'all be more apt to forgive him. But you won't forgive him because when he had that money, he didn't choose you. He didn't choose y'all. He went over there. He went over there with them, right? And I understand, right? But at some point, like, we gotta start forgiving our people, man, because y'all wanted to vote for Kamala. Kamala laid down every day with them people over there. Y'all was willing to overlook that part though. So let's not be hypocrites, man. I'm gonna cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I'm not pro-black man or pro-black woman. I'm pro-black community. I love my people. I'm for what's right. All right. So remember, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.